So yeah, I do lots of collaborations. I try to find new talent out there, talent that I really believe in and feel matches my music. And I have this amazing platform now where I can release music, and I want to bring those type of artists on my songs. So yeah, when I found Sabrina, well, actually, you kind of found me.
Yeah.
That's more the
I'm not
thing.
gonna well and yeah, and By Your Side was how I found Jonas.
Yeah.
And then listening to all of his entire discography. It's amazing and it's yeah, you go.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of works in different ways because I didn't know Sabrina was a writer and an amazing one at that. And generally, it kind of works in all different ways. A lot of the people that um, a lot of the songs that I've made previous to this, I've written myself with other songwriters and then kind of give it to the artist. But then, there's been some cases such as JP singing Perfect Strangers. We wrote that together. So it's different in every case, and I will hear everyone out who features on the record, whether they can write and I feel matches my style and sound, and go from there, really.
Um,
So yeah, the
well,
reason the song came about,
I didn't slide into your DMs. I just tweeted you.
she slid into
I
it.
slid into his DMs. No, I tweeted Jonas over a year ago about
I think it
his.
was longer because I had, was By Your Side out by then, or was,
Yeah, no, it was out
yeah.
because that was what I tweeted you about, and I was like, I literally had that song. I think on like one of those 24-hour stream playlists, and I just like when I really love something, I just play it like as many times as I possibly can. And so I tweeted him, and he responded. I was so happy. And he DM'd me, and he was in LA at the time, or he was coming to LA. You were coming, right?
Yeah, this is really bad. So I didn't actually know who Sabrina was.
It's okay, but now you do, so it's
But
all great.
I just kind of, whenever someone messages me with kind of a serious question like that, I would kind of, which I did at the time, I just went onto your profile, had a listen to your
I look
music.
pretty legit on my profile too, so
Yeah.
social media is
So,
great.
so I went on to, I think I just went onto Spotify and just had a listen to your music, and I was just like, I love your voice.
Thanks.
And then that's why it happened. So I didn't actually know any of your background until
It's
after I
better that
listened to
way.
your music.
Better that
So,
way. Yeah, no, but we basically we wrote together for the first time in LA. Shortly after that, like
yeah.
got together very quickly and worked together for the first time and had a lot of fun. And then I was on tour with the Vamps in the UK, and I decided to stay an extra week in London to write. And I'd never written in London before, and went to his studio,
Yeah.
and we wrote Alien in a day and recorded the whole thing in a day. Um,
Yeah, the one thing about this girl is, I think as soon as you get in the studio, it's just like, the concentration and the work ethic is just amazing. And I think we're quite similar, and we just want to kind of get an amazing song written and get it recorded. So yeah, we worked super quick. I think just because we had so much fun working together.
Yeah, and it was really easy. Like I think once you are again like what he said, you're enjoying what you're doing. The song comes really easily itself, the lyrics
Yeah.
and the concept, and just kind of adding on to that and thinking like the bigger picture. Like obviously where we left it and like what he did with it is like how the song came to life. So I think we're just really excited that everyone gets to
Yeah.
hear it now.
Yeah. So yeah, my first impression of Sabrina, I didn't know who she was, if I'm completely honest, and I was just basing it off if I liked her voice or not, and I think that was the most important thing. If I felt it matched what I did musically, and it really did. So my first impression was like, I just want to get in the studio with this girl and record an amazing song, and then obviously hearing about.
But when he met me, he was like, he had to like look down because I'm like really short, and he was probably just like, well,
I'm
what's
not that much taller,
this little
I
hobbit
promise
doing?
you.
The first time we worked together, I mean, honestly, like just you also know pretty quickly, or if you work together well with someone or not. I think the reason that we worked together again was because we enjoyed it the first time,
Yeah.
and not to work together much more. But yeah, I mean, just great vibes off the start.
I think when obviously we wrote those lyrics, obviously we wrote it with someone else as well, Jin Jin.
Jin Jin.
And I think it's just we wanted to create a story that we could all relate to.
Yeah, and I think at some point in everyone's life they relate to this feeling of like
Being alienated within.
being alienated within themselves and almost like not knowing what you're feeling, and it's such a frustrating feeling, and it's so hard to describe, which is why we could only lay on we can only kind of like settle on the theme of alien, because alien feels like it's such a undescribable kind of, which it is. It's never been really described as a feeling before, which is kind of why we use it to describe this particular feeling. So I think we pulled like little bits from each of our personal lives. I know that when you left to get snacks, Jinjin and I had a little heart to heart, but I mean at the same time, it was really kind of all of us coming together and just like settling on this feeling that we can all relate to. I think that was a really, really cool moment for both of us, because it's been a year since we wrote the song.
Yeah.
And so to kind of come back together and hear the song like in a setting where now we're bringing it to life visually.
Visual, and it feels real.
It gets so exciting. Yeah. So like, you know, the first takes of each of us, I think the first thing that we both shot was in this white setup of these security cameras on us, and us kind of being isolated in this environment of like, and in my opinion, like that's kind of symbolic of like being kind of trapped within ourselves and our emotions and in our head and the things that we overthink when we're in a relationship and we don't really know what to call it or if our feelings are real and valid. So I think that was such a cool moment for both of us, because it was like, you know, it's something that you see on paper, or I guess no one really writes on paper now, but something that you see that you created, like I said, within a day, and now we get to bring it to life visually. It was really exciting.
Yeah. Though.
And so the heated toilets, you know about them?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean,
very cool.
Just look forward to that.
Yeah.
Vintage shopping is really great, and you should go vintage shopping because you wear really cool jackets, and they have really cool jackets.
Yeah,
there.
We did go to a couple of the vintage shops, but I do need to go back there and spend a lot of money.
You need to go back there and spend a lot of money. And then what else? Here's the thing: is I am going to make a lot of people mad when I say I don't like sushi. So I know, look, I made you mad. I'm also psychic. So yeah, I don't like sushi. And so when I was there,
even vegetarian sushi.
Well, like I can eat a vegetable roll. Like I can just have it but I don't like raw fish. It kind of makes me queasy. So I love white rice. White rice is my religion when I'm there. And I just had all of the white rice.
In Japan.
If you want recommendations for white rice, I can get you some. It all tastes the same, so basically wherever you go, it's gonna taste great.
Well, that was Sabrina's tips for Japan. I'm really looking forward to it and all the places that she recommends, and eating lots of white rice.
What's the best thing is the fans. The fans are incredible, so you're gonna have a great time.
Good fun.
Konnichiwa, Japan. Arigatou gozaimasu. And daisuki, love you so much. Thank you for all your support, and can't wait to see you soon. Mwah. Hope you like the song.